The students will just give 2 more minutes for other students to join. That's why there is no voice. So just please be patient for 2 more minutes and we will start. Okay, students, let the other students who are really slow, let them join a little bit late. Let them miss if they are really not very punctual, then of course they will miss a little bit. So let's get back to um, first. I'll present to you a little bit about Blackbucks. What are we? And then we'll get into the course. So your sir and your actual course will start today. Just we'll take 15 minutes to tell you some basic. Okay. So yesterday, I'm sure some of us have already met. Some of you might have come to the session yesterday about Tap Tap. Okay. Hari Jyotsna and all the students who are here. It is yesterday also I told, I'm not sure if you are there or not. For artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science, some foundation classes are same. Especially say AI for botany or AI for electrical, AI for economics. All these people, what will happen is you should know AI first. So, what is artificial intelligence? What are the algorithms? What are the capabilities? What are large language models? How you use data and how you have to use Python. Even if you are a botany student, Python is a very easy one. Okay, you will just drag and drop whatever modules you want. So, you will have to learn that. So they will be teaching all these things, and you will everybody who has enrolled for AIML data science are in this class now today. Now, after that, after learning the basics and foundations and fundamentals, then you will get a mentor who will help you do a project which is related to your chosen discipline. That means if you have chosen AI for botany, they will choose a good product project related to the botany and get you and make you do project in botany or make you do in electrical or make you do a project in economics. So AI ML data science, the entire foundation will be the same one for everyone. So you are here, so you have to be here. Hari Jyotsna, you have to be here. I hope everybody got this. Okay. Okay, all right. So you got it. And even for Python students, you have to be here today. Okay. Now let's get back to what is Blackbox. So we established in 2013, and my name is Anuradha Tota. And I have worked for Satyam, which is now Tech Mahindra. I worked for Wipro and Microsoft. I worked mostly in UK and a little bit in US before I moved back to India. In India, I did my MBA from ISB, and after that, I started my own firm, which is Blackbucks, which is now 12 years old. We started in 2013. Okay, as you know, if you start also, it will be same journey. It is a difficult journey. It is a very difficult journey for me to come to this day where we are today. And Blackbucks has a number of students, around 2.5 lakh students in the portal. We have I'll just go through the slides quickly. Okay, do you recognize somebody here? Type if you recognize somebody here in our management team. Yeah, who is that? Okay. And Varun Tej. Yeah. Looks like Nishant Verma sir is more popular than Varun Tej. Anuradha ma'am, yes. Okay, and Raj sir. So Varun Tej is also promoter on this on Black Books, and he liked how we are helping students, and so he became promoter and brand ambassador for us. Okay, and let's go to our mission. Our mission is making placements easier, world class training and dream careers. So earlier, dream careers used to go only to IITs and very popular colleges in metro cities. But now, because we have internet, we have portals, why should they limit to only cities? Why should they limit only to IITs? So that's why there is TapTap, where you can learn and you also can apply lots of jobs. That's our mission to help the Gen Z students by empowering colleges and to help Gen Z students wherever they are, they should get a placement. That's what we are there for. That's our mission. Okay. And let's move on quickly to our presence. So we are in Andhra Pradesh is our major biggest area where we are present, and then Telangana, Hyderabad is our major area. Our office is located in Jubilee Hills, Hyderabad. And Tamil Nadu also, we are tied up with governments. We are tied up with governments in AP, Telangana, and Tamil Nadu. And we have huge presence again in Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Goa and Orissa. You all go Goa for having a break or for having a holiday. We go to Goa to teach. Okay. So this is all our presence. Big universities and colleges are also we are there. Let me go. So Christ University, you must be knowing, and ASBIM University, and a lot of colleges and universities, CMR, Mallareddy. So if you can see, there are lots of colleges where we are associated with. Apart from that, most of you wouldn't probably remember, but everybody in Andhra Pradesh has taken assessment for rank, and then employability score, band. The college, the APSHA has mentioned that all students have to take, and many of you might have taken. You just probably couldn't remember. That is why you are having problem related to logging in because your phone number is already there because you have taken a test. Okay, so that's the reason you are having login problems. Same problem, students. Why do you not study, not read what is there in the chat? Everybody puts the same question, same problem. And same answer, how many times somebody has to give? Why don't you read? And there is a form pinned on the top. If you just fill the top, fill that form, there is one team who is looking into student queries. They will complete and tell you, this problem is completed. Now you have to do this. Instead, you keep on posting on the chat group. Why you taking so much of time from me, keeping on posting that same question and again and again? Just fill the form on the top, okay? And so I don't want to take much time about us, just some things like we have career centers in various colleges, like Symbiosis is our partner, Christ is our partner, Manipal is our partner. Even Manipal, Dubai is our partner. We are outside India also. Just started getting there. And not 1.5 lakhs, we have around 2.5 lakh students on our portal and lots of colleges, around 160 colleges we are in tied up with. Last short-term internships we have done for 21,000 short-term. Apart from that, even for your own professors and lecturers, the faculty development programs. We do lots of faculty development programs. Very recently, we have done quantum computing, which is the latest technology, latest fad for everyone. It is we have also done a quantum computing faculty development program for the faculty. But from past 3 years, latest developments in artificial intelligence also we have been doing a lot of faculty development programs, and our rating has always been high. You will have to remember that we are here to benefit you. Whatever it takes to benefit you, we will be doing, not only just whatever we promised. We will be doing everything that benefits to the students. As I said yesterday, if there is a course and that course I will recommend to the student, recommend to my son, that only I'll recommend to you. Okay, so that much of trust you can have that whatever we do is for your good. Okay. Now, what is that we do differently and why you are in the right hands? Let me tell you what is that we do differently and why are you in the right hands? Number one, not just your internship. Internship though, hoga hi hoga. You are doing the right one, right internship, right training will be there. And if you are very sincere, if you follow all the things that the instructor tells you, then you will be getting a benefit of some 30,000 course somewhere in Amirpet or something like that. Okay. You will be getting real benefit of this course if you follow, learn every day, and also next day do the exercise. You will be getting a huge benefit. Okay. So internship is there, the training, quality training is there. But secondly, we have also added employability skills because you are all in fourth year, you are graduating with a job or without job, you are looking for a job. Or even for higher education, you need a very good training. So there will be employability skills. That means there will be lot of assessments related to aptitude, reasoning, verbal. You will be having lot of assessments which will also help you create a personalized plan. You will be having a personalized plan after the test saying, okay, you are bad at these things, you complete this learning and you will be good. Okay, that kind of good platform you have after the test, it is not just the test and over. You will be getting a link for you to practice and learn more. That is one. Point number one is employability skills also we will teach. Second thing is external industry webinars. I have to tell you one more important thing as part of this. In general, you will be having lots of webinars from the industry, from HRs. You will be having, in general, lot of webinars. But what you'll have to importantly remember is, okay, type you are there or I'm just talking. You are listening. If you are listening, type yes. Okay. Okay, quite a few yes. Okay, now tomorrow evening you are having on so on 31st evening you are having a webinar directly from Pegasystems. Pegasystems is a global organization. They have thousands of partners, even say Infosys, Cognizant, Wipro, all these companies that you know, right? They will be having a special vertical for Pegasystems. So in that special vertical, all the employees will be working on Pega tool. So it is a very big organization, global organization. They are coming and teaching you what is this. Very everybody is doing low code, no code. What is this low code, no code? How is artificial intelligence being used in companies? What you can do with such platforms? They will be giving you a demo by themselves, and it is hands on. When you are joining this workshop, that workshop details they will put in your WhatsApp groups. When you are joining, you should have your laptop, not mobile, because it is a rare workshop where you can actually use a Pega tool to complete your idea. You come up with an idea, say, for example, blood donation system, library system, systems that students are favorite about. All those systems, you can do it in half an hour. So that kind of workshop is there in next 2 days, and they will be sending you link. Don't miss that. It is a separate certificate than the internship. You will get a certificate also for that. Okay, so don't miss the webinars that Blackbucks will give. Please tell this to your students also, to your friends also. So one is employability skills, second is industry webinars, and in 2 days you will be having Pega workshop. Don't miss that. And third one is mock interviews. So students really give bad answers when they go to interviews. People come to interviews even to black bucks, right? So they give really bad answers. One student has mentioned to me, I said, why do you want to join us? So that student tells, ma'am, actually, I don't like software jobs, madam. Then why are you here? Who will take you if you answer like that? Okay. So students really give some awkward answers if you don't prepare. Now, in mock interview, there will be mock interviews where we will be, industry HR will be coming and interviewing certain students, and you all can learn how to answer. What questions will a interviewer ask and how to answer. They'll also tell this is wrong, you shouldn't speak like that, this is right. They'll give an analysis of each interview. So you will can make best of it. There will be mock interviews also. So anybody can type what is the first one I told? First benefit. Okay, Hemant, then you can skip it. First one, yeah. Bhuvaneshwari typed it first. Manichandana. Anyway, girls are girls. Typing correct. Okay, Venkata Karthik, Ashrita. So they have, so first one is employability skills. Second one is what? Second benefit. Okay, Madhuri, correct. Navyasri, correct. Geetika, Bhuvaneshwari. Let's see, all girls typing correct. Okay, webinars. Okay, next is webinars. Third is mock interviews. Madhuri has typed even before I asked. Mock interviews, right. So, do you think these are useful? Yes, yes. And fourth one is about because you are all getting into jobs, we will be giving you certain links for preparation for jobs, preparation for Infosys, preparation for Cognizant, or preparation for Wipro. So those assessments we will give. So when you complete it, you will know whether you can clear real TCS test or real Wipro test. You will know whether you can really clear it or not. You can see. Okay, so employability skills, webinars, mock interviews, assessments. preparation for placements. That's the fourth one, preparation for placements. And fifth is the most important one, because you have to clear your fourth year, complete your degree, and go out. You will have to submit a project. So most of this time, students will buy a project somewhere else. They pay 1,000, 2,000, or something like that, and get a project. No, you don't need to buy. This is a benefit that you will get, that we will assign you a mentor. That mentor will help you complete the project. So the fourth one is preparation for companies, preparation for placements. And fifth one is the super benefit. You don't need to spend extra for projects. You can complete your project here itself. So totally you have 5 benefits. Hemant, your interest, but anything when you spend 70,000, you will have to make sure that person is giving you at least some opportunities, some 10 interviews, 20 interviews, something they'll have to give you. When you are spending 70,000, is it worth or not, means you will have to see that person is giving you also some benefit of opportunities. 10 opportunities, 20 opportunities, if they are giving, then you will definitely clear. So that is why when you are spending that much, you have to think. Then it is it is left to your interest. Finally, we'll also be posting in TapTap. Many of you yesterday, whoever has come for the session, might have seen that there is something called TapTap. The students have completely putting WhatsApp to me. So TapTap, many of you might have seen yesterday. If you haven't seen, then also don't worry. People will help you. Just fill the form on the top, pinned onto the top of your WhatsApp. Okay. So here is job post. We will be regularly posting you whatever jobs that have been posted in LinkedIn or some many places. Our own team also will gather jobs and post here. Once you take the test, the first test that people have given you, you will have a profile here. Try to fill your profile. Go to this profile section, and here try to fill your basic profile, your college, your education experience, all these things. Please try to fill, because you can also generate resume. Mostly if a resume, choose this no color one, because many of the companies will prefer this one than these color ones. Many of the companies will prefer this one. So complete the resume also. If you fill the profile completely, you will get a beautiful resume also. Okay. These many benefits are there. So please tell your friends also if they haven't started. Yesterday there was a session, and most of the students have asked me, ma'am, is there any referral? Will we get any reward? So I thought about it, and we are giving reward to the students. If you refer another friend of yours, uh, for that there is a special link they have posted in the group, because we have to capture the student who is paying and also who referred. So there is a special link. Ask them to give that link only. And if you refer a student and that student pays with your name, then you will get 200 back. Okay. That is the last benefit, guys. I hope I'm helping you in various ways. So that's about us. And I will hand it over to Raj sir. Raj sir is from IIT Hyderabad, and he is our director partnerships. He will be telling you a few things about the program and how it will run, what kind of how you will have to use TapTap, and how you will have to go through this complete course end to end. He will be telling operationally what is. Okay, one thing, let me tell you, there are certain questions here before I pass it on to Raj sir. Change your domain, same things you're asking. Once again, I told you, don't ask these questions. Please fill the form on the top of your WhatsApp group. There is a pinned form. You fill the form, they will answer you. You didn't get WhatsApp group link, that is, please wait, they will send to you definitely. Don't worry, Prabhas. And change your domain is there. I've registered for TapTap account before course. Very good, Bhanu Amsi Reddy. If you have some problems, put it in the WhatsApp group, because you have registered. Which exams increase your PGs to score? The monthly employability tests. If you can see here, if you go, a monthly one test will be there. If you take that test, your PGS score will improve. Okay. Bhanu Vamsi Reddy, for the present courses in this, they will give you links. Whichever you are eligible, you can use those courses, but they will give those courses to you. AI for Triple E, be staying on. This is AI for Triple E also. Please be here. Okay. Aswan Sai, once again, the same question. I'm not going to answer anymore. If you want to change your domain, please go to WhatsApp. Top, there is a pinned form. Fill that form. They will change your domain. Okay, no issues. You can use the same email ID for 2 internships. All the best to you, Mastan Babu. If you want to learn so much, I'm so happy about it. AI for mechanical and zoology, everybody stay here. I told you, probably you were not there. You will have to complete AI course. What is AI? What are the algorithms involved with it? What are the tools? All these things you will have to. What is LLM? Learn a little bit of Python. For that, the course is this. At the end, we'll be assigning you a mentor who will be making you do a project in your own stream. It can be zoology, it can be botany, it can be mechanical, it can be triple E, ECE. Your stream will be assigned in the end. Okay. Now hand over to Raj sir. Raj, can you please tell a few words about how they have to complete the course?
Yes, madam. Thank you so much for session, madam. So, dear students, welcome to Blackbox internship. Ma'am, can you confirm my voice is clear and crystal to audience?
Yes, it is clear.
Okay. So, dear students, welcome to Blackbox internship program, which you choose AI domain as part of your internship program, which is being submitted as part of your graduation. So today I'm going to tell a couple of understanding about how this internships actually you have to take care of it for a certificate program, which you have to get a certificate. So let me tell you one fact is, so first of all, as you all of you know, you are a fourth year student who are just passing out next 2 months. So I think since you're becoming into professional career or professional journey, so all of the students, whenever you are wanted to ask a question, please become a professional in checking whether other students have already asked the same question or not, and how to react for that kind of question, because you're no longer a student once you pass out from the college. You become a professional and you have to talk in a corporate language. So this is one of the first suggestion I wanted to tell you before I begin the process of operations at Blackbox. So since all of you becoming a professional, I want you to please understand the questions which is being asked by your friends or your peers. Then if you have any other question only, you become smart enough in asking in a professional corporate language. So coming back to the how this program you have to take care is, just make sure all of you students got offer letter or not. If not, our team is already posting the group link, which you have to submit your kind of query in the same web link, which is Google Form link about your query. Within 24 working hours, the query will be resolved. If not, don't get panic. We are always on a call, one call away. So once you get an offer letter and you join in the WhatsApp group of AI domain, most of the students are not joined. Please do join in the WhatsApp group link, which is being shared in your email, in your chat section of Google Calendar, in your personal WhatsApp. So this is related to the onboarding process of students getting into one WhatsApp group, which this one WhatsApp group will be the primary source for all of you to understand the class schedules, live classes, program understanding about assessment and final assessment, and every communication we want to do with this common WhatsApp group, which you are joining in AI WhatsApp group, whichever the domain that you choose, you please join. If your friends are not joined, if anyone is not joined, just ask them to check their email IDs and mails and calendars. They'll be getting a WhatsApp group link. So, as Madam explained in terms of what kind of expertise we bring onto this internship program, I wanted to put you a couple of bullet points on your mind, because there are a lot of students who might be doing multitasking with this along with this internship. So this internship is extremely good for people who wanted to do learning as a key area. So for learning purpose, we have live classes and also we have recording sessions So the live class schedule for entire duration will be posted in the WhatsApp group. So we will be conducting the classes as per the schedule provided by our team. So if at all you miss a class, don't worry. If at all you miss a class, don't worry. The recording sessions will be available in TapTap. You can log into TapTap and you can learn the course whenever it is needed. So this is regarding the learning part. Either you can attend the live classes. If you miss the live classes, you can go to recording sessions and do the recording session. If you are a slow learner, and you can still do the courses which is provided in the TapTap for any kind of foundation courses which will be provided to you. That is one part about learning. Second thing, in the same WhatsApp group, we keep on posting some kind of assignments and assessment. We do sometimes exams, we do sometimes sharing some assignments. So you don't get panic. You have to do compulsory and you have to do it on time. So because since all are in fourth year of your BTech and you're passing out, it is up to your interest areas how much you can complete depending upon your own schedule. We want to give best as part of Blackbox program. We want to give all kind of facilities as madam mentioned, right from learning to entire employability skills. We want to provide step by step procedure. So this is there is no hard truth of compulsory or not compulsory. It is all about how much you can utilize. When you paid only just 850 rupees, how much you want to utilize as part of your internship program. Because this kind of features are actually available at a cost of 50 to 60,000 outside. If you go to Amirpet area, you'll understand. But we want to provide a very affordable cost. So one is in terms of learning, you'll be getting a 40 hours of live classes, which schedule will be shared by team every week, where you can follow the timings. Second, if you miss the class, you will be getting a recording session of it in the chat in the your WhatsApp group by TapTap as a platform. You can open the recording sessions, and alternate days will be the classes, and alternate days will be the kind of assignments. So the assignments will be posted in the same kind of platform, and this will can be done at your timings, which timings will be announced by the team. And if at all, whenever the using any platform or any using any kind of exam, you got some kind of doubts, my request would be you please understand the way the problem come from, because once tomorrow you all become employable, you should know how to address the issue before you just putting it forward. So you have to understand whether the question that you're asking is genuine, right, and making sense. I request you to please think couple of times, then only you raise the voice, because you're getting into corporate world. Everybody will be understanding how you talk, what kind of questions you're asking to other people. So this is one of the sincere advice I want to give to all of you, because there are certain students who never understand the instructions, who don't want to read anything. You just want to tell it is not working. So you have to understand what kind of question that you're asking. So apart from assignments and assessment that we're conducting, as Madam mentioned, there will be webinars, there will be kind of weekly sessions. There is no mandatory of attending that. It is up to your interest areas where you will be covering those kind of industry webinars to practice it. So now there'll be 40 hours of live classes. There are around 100 hours of assessments and employability skills exams. Then also there'll be some kind of Chandu, you have to take the screen out. Yeah. So, and there'll be project assigned to all of the students who are taking as a group. So after a certain period of time, our team will be sharing certain group projects where you can select the projects as a part of group. And Blackbox admin just ask, remove the, screen sharing option to all the participants. Host, please remove the, screen sharing option to all the participants except the co-host. Perfect. So all the participants, you can will be getting a one group project where the group project will be shared with all of you. And don't get panic. This project is wanted to boost your internship program. It is not again a compulsory option, but we want to give a weightage to every kind of benefit that we are trying to give for live classes, for the assessments, and for the project. So project will be group, and the project will be listed shared by the team within few days. And when the list has been shared, you can select the project, and your project support will be given by Blackbox. and even help them in terms of documentation part. So, and also as I mentioned about assessment and the industry webinars, it's up to your wish where you to call. So any moment of time, any doubts in terms of your certificate, it is only important. There'll be some final exam conducted by Blackbox. Final exam you have to do with a kind of concept of shared in the WhatsApp group. So your WhatsApp group is the primary resource to check everyday update. It is your responsibility. You are understanding how to check the WhatsApp, what to be checked. It is your under basic minimum to have that information every day in the WhatsApp group. And there will be a feedback and attendance form which are important for all of us, even for Blackbugs, even for Appshe, even for the your college. We need to submit your attendance and feedback form every time. So my team will be sharing every feedback form for whenever the live class is conducted, because live classes we only conduct for 40 hours and that two alternate days. It is important to give your rating in the and also make your attendance mark in the attendance and feedback form. Even you attend for live classes or the WhatsApp group, we will be sharing the attendance and feedback form. It is compulsory and must to fill everybody, so that this record will be given to your college and also to your management about your attendance. Apart from this, your final exam will be conducted with a particular date and time that you have to complete with that particular date and time. And apart from this, for entire any kind of queries, the team will be sharing certain message. Dear student, for any queries, please fill that message, that form. You need to fill it for any kind of queries and just hold on for 24 working hours. Then my team will be giving response to you. So this what we do as part of this internship program. And don't get panic at any moment of time. It is a simple, easy way of learning for the people who wanted to learn so much. Even you have a zero knowledge, the dream and will be training will be very much smooth to learn, so you can learn as much as possible. And any exams, any kind of assessment, any kind of assignment, if you are not able to do it, it is always recommend to help with your intelligence by finishing those projects. So don't worry about your certificate in the end. All certificates, depending upon your attendance and the exams, the final certificate will be awarded. So thank you so much, ma'am. I think I have given some kind of basic important instructions. So where students can understand everything through WhatsApp group for any kind of doubt. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. And so over to instructor. Ram. Okay, so welcome, Mr. Bipul Kumar. And so the class can start now. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, students. All the best. Happy learning to all of you. You're not audible, Bipul Kumar.
No, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Great, thank you. All right, hi team. Good evening, and I hope everyone is doing great. And we joined here for a very exciting to discuss a very exciting topic, that is AI and the need of the hour, right? AI, data science, machine learning, because nowadays everything is revolving around it. Okay, whatever the domain, whatever the stream you are learning, whatever the kind of stream in which you are going to plan your career, it's all about AI, right? AI had something which disrupted the market since last almost 20 plus years, right? Now recent development that you can see, the disruption that is being created by the generative AI, okay, and more disruption that we are going to see in coming future, and more different kinds of products or different kinds of development that we may see in coming years, and it is going to be one of the important skill set that you should have in whatever the sector you are going to work. For example, everyone should know how Microsoft Word works, right? So Microsoft Word, or you can say Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel, like whatever things you are doing in your life, right? So these are the basic skills that everyone should know. So almost similar kind of things is going to happen with AI. Everyone should have certain skill set related to data science, machine learning, or AI. If it is not very at a very kind of a deep level, then at a higher level we should have. Okay, so I'm going to discuss same thing with you, and I'll just try to give a quick intuition about it in the today's session. My name is Vipul, and I'll be the instructor for the day. And I'm carrying almost 12 plus years of experience, and had interacted with almost more than 10,000 people in last 12 years, right? From different domains, like from healthcare. I had interacted with the people from Indizin and Zydus, Cadila, that is a healthcare organization. Thereafter, for in case of financial sector, Citibank, Barclays, for with whom I had interacted and had worked with them for some project. In case of IT sector, it's BCG, Coforge, HCL, Infosys. Lot of IT companies are there in which I had delivered the training sessions or worked with them for kind of for development of some project, or mentored their employees so that they can work on some good projects, right? So carrying a good sort of experience how different organizations or how different domain is actually functioning, right? So I'll just try to take some example over here as well, so that you can get a general idea actually what AI is, and what are the things that are required to create a AI model or AI application, better I should say. Like if I want to create something which is AI, that is means artificially intelligent, then what are the prerequisite for that, isn't it? Like there are so many questions for maybe they in your mind, like do I need to code, or do I need to have a good programming skill, or do I need to have a good mathematical skill, or do I need to have a good statistical skill? What exactly required, from where can we start, isn't it? Because nowadays AI is having so many things included within it, like data science, data analysis, machine learning, generative AI. Agent going to start, they generally get confused, like okay, from where to start? Okay, because so many things we are listening from all around us, right? So the point is, from where we should start? What should we learn first? What should we learn second? What is a process? Okay, if I am not from a technical background, if I'm not from a programming background, if I'm not from a background in which I had not studied mathematics much, then how can we go with this particular thing, that is a how can we match, how can we have this skill set, right? So there is a solution for everyone, whether you are a tech person or whether you are non-tech person. Okay, because we have we AI is almost get matured in that case, so we have a lot of option to explore it, right? So let's start this session. So if I talk about the AI, okay, artificial intelligence, okay, so it's like we are planning to create something which is artificially intelligent, isn't it? We as a human, we have a natural intelligence, isn't it? We are naturally quite intelligent. And how do we basically get intelligent? Suppose as a kid, okay, suppose I used to live in a forest. Suppose someone just left me in the forest, right? And I had not noticed anything. I had not noticed anything from the real world. I had never seen any kind of a locality in which human is living. I had not seen any human society. I had not seen, just imagine a situation. I had not seen any cars. I had not seen any vehicles. I had never seen anything that is actually exist. That's how a human actually live, right? I just spent my 20 years in a forest. Okay. Then do like how do we behave? How do I behave? Okay. Uh, Obviously my intelligence will be developed in a way according to the forest. Okay. I may be good in speaking something, some random kind of voices, right? Or I may become. There was a movie, right? I just missed the name. So I may be behaving something like animals, isn't it? Because my intelligence will be developed in that way. Why it will be developed in that way? Because the kind of data that I collected from my surroundings, isn't it? I just collected so much data from my surroundings. like how animal speaks, right? And what kind of how a nature is there, right? So based on that, my brain process the data, and that's how my intelligence being developed. If I'm living in a human society, okay, so my intelligence will be developed like a human intelligence developed, right? Like, okay, how like in a human society there used to be so many people, okay, how to drive a car, how to read a book, how to behave when there is a music played, right? How to answer when someone asks a question, right? So these kind of intelligence develop because I'm living in a human society. So since the birth, we actually collect a lot of data in our brain, and our brain process that, and according to that processing, our behavior or our intelligence defined, right? If I'm learning mathematics, so my intelligence will be good in maths. If I'm studying kind of for arts, right, so my intelligence will be good in terms of arts. Like, it totally depends like what kind of data actually we are consuming, okay? According to that, our intelligence develop, okay? That's very simple. So same concept applied in case of machines. In case of machines also, we want a machine to be intelligent, right? So if I want a machine to be intelligent, we need to provide it a data, okay? So that's why I had mentioned over here, you can see what you can see over here, it's mentioned data science, right? So data science maybe people consider it to make it very complicated kind of term, but it's actually very easy thing, okay? It's very simple, okay? So data science is one of the prerequisite of AI. Why data science is a prerequisite? The reason, if I have to make a machine intelligence, the example that I had given, I need to provide it a data, because human also needs data. Then how a machine can be intelligent without data? Okay, if I will not get data in my life, if someone will not tell me that, okay, at red right I need to apply a brake, okay, if that kind of data I don't have, then at red right what happen? I'll not apply a brake, okay, and then accident may happen, isn't it? So same thing, when a human needs a data to be intelligent, so it's very obvious a machine also needs a data, correct? So data is the very first prerequisite for AI, okay? That means what actually happened in past, okay, what all events that happen in past, okay? So that thing we need to collect from somewhere, okay? And thereafter that will help a machine to learn that what may happen, that will help a machine to learn, and then let a machine predict or forecast what may happen in future. I can see you are putting some of the questions or some of the pointers in the chat, so I'll come back to your questions or whatever the message you are putting. Let me just finish up to a particular extent, and thereafter I'll come back to your questions, right? If you have any questions, meanwhile, you can just keep posting the questions, whatever the questions that you have. I'll just answer. I'll make sure that I'll answer all the questions that you are going to ask. Okay. Meanwhile, I hope my voice is clear for you. Okay. So there are no questions for me. It is just some random thing. Okay. So now over here, what I was saying, if I want to build a AI application, okay, what is the most important thing for AI? It is data. Okay, now when we talk about data, then it's not just data, it's a quality, okay, that also matters a lot. If your data is not up to a good quality, okay, if it is just random, it is not having um, a good quality information, okay. Now what is good quality information, what is bad quality information, I come to that part. As of now, I'm just giving you the high level understanding. If a data is not having, is not of good quality, obviously learning will not be good, okay. That means your AI system will not perform well, okay. Now question is, why is it so? Very simple answer. If I will not teach you properly, okay, if I'll not teach you properly, if I'll not give you the good content during the session, if I'll not take proper example, if I'll not explain everything properly, that means suppose the quality of delivery is bad, what happened? You will not learn a good concept. Very simple. If I give you the incorrect information, if I give you the incorrect data during the training, so your learning will also be affected because of that, isn't it? Right? So if a human learning is based out of data, we need good teacher to teach us, we need good books so that we can learn better, we need good kind of content so that we can be better, our intelligence can be better. So machine also require good content, right? So to make sure a machine can get a better content so that it can learn better, and thereafter it can be a good, it can turn out to be a good AI application. We require a good quality data. Okay, and the good quality data, how can we make sure the quality of data? The good quality data will be provided by someone who is called data scientist. Okay, so that is what data scientists do. Okay, to make sure that machine is getting a good quality data for better learning, right? And the data scientist, to make sure this thing works on lot of works on some analysis of data, some kind of pre-processing of data and all, and that's the field that is called data science. Okay, so data science is a prerequisite for what? AI. And what is data science? Data science is all about finding out the insights out of existing information. That means if suppose there is an organization, they wants to make the prediction about the sales, right? So what they will do, they will just provide some information from the last 3 year 4 year, like what was their investment, what was their advertisement, right? How many stores they are having, how many product they were having, right? What kind of product they sell. Okay, what is the seasonal fluctuations, right? Like in January how much sales they are having, in February how much sales they are having, so what are the seasonal fluctuation, how much investment they got, right? So they will provide these kind of information since last 20 years. Okay, 10 years, 5 years, whatever. Okay, so based on the 5 year, 10 year, 20 year data, a data scientist will try to find out the insights out of it. Okay, what is hidden insights within it? Because if I give you, suppose, now what is hidden insights, let me try to explain it with a simple example. Okay, suppose if I give you a employee data of a company, and that company is having 10 employees. Fair enough. A company is having 10 employees, and I ask you, tell me what is the maximum salary, what is the minimum salary employees are getting, and what is the average salary employees are getting. And I had given you just 10 employees data. So you can do what? You can just give me the answer in just 1 minute. Even it will not take 1 minute for you to answer. You can easily answer what is the maximum salary, minimum salary, average salary, right? If I make it 100, right, and then I will ask you same thing, right, what happened, then also it will need not take much time. Instead of 1 minute, you may take 5 minutes or may take 15 minutes, but you can answer. But if I make it suppose 100,000s, okay, and ask you the same question, then manually it is almost impossible. You need a support of a system, you need some kind of a computer system, some kind of a software, some calculations. Okay, on that on that software you can make the calculations and can give me the result. So that's why the data science is required, because data science is not about working on 5 or 10 samples. Okay, it is about working on millions of sample when we have a very large amount of data and we want to find out the hidden insights. Hidden insights means what? The hidden story behind it. Every data is having a story. Okay, if you can analyze the data better, you can make a data driven decisions, and that data driven decisions can just make your business can make your business grow exponentially, isn't it? Like for example, what are the areas in which data driven decisions are made, isn't it? If you went to any kind of supermarket, okay, they basically collect the information, your name, phone number, that is one thing. Apart from that, they also collect the information whether you are paying from credit card, debit card, cash. They collect the information that what is your age group. They collect the information that how much money you basically spent over there. They collect the information like how frequent are you, right? Like in a shopper stop, how frequently are you visiting? They are having the information, right? You are visiting in summer more frequently, you are visiting in winter more frequently, or there is no. So basically based on that particular thing, they are having the pattern, they're having the pattern to identify the behavior of each customer who visited them. Okay, and according to the visiting pattern, they actually do the target marketing. Okay, it's not like that randomly they send, okay, send messages to everyone. No, they identify your behavioral pattern, purchasing pattern. According to that, they give you the offers. Okay. Now, if you see, when there is a coupon they provide, it's not like that coupon is given to everyone. Okay. Coupon also given to based on some selection, some criteria. Okay. So nowadays everything is data driven decisions, and to make a data driven decision, we required a data historical data. So how all this story actually begins, let me tell you the like how AI actually evolved, right? So the very first thing people thought of AI back in 90s, right? Like almost 20, 30 years back. But when people were thinking of AI, people thought, how can we build a AI system? How can we build a AI application? Okay, so many people just sit around and they just started thinking of it. So they thought like, okay, we required the data through which we can make a machine learn. But if you thought of the era 20 years back or 30 years back, we were not having that data storage capacity, right? We were storing the data in CD drive. Okay, hard disk was there, and the kind of drive or devices that we were using to store the data were very huge, right? It's like hard drive, or if suppose 1 TB of hard drive I talk about, it used to be of good size, and 1 TB used to be a good size of data. Now 1 TB used to be nothing. Okay, now 1 TB memory space you are getting in your phone, isn't it? So nowadays 1 TB is nothing. Okay, but at that time it was a good sizable amount of data, right? So initially the storage capacity were not there. So first development that we made in terms of data storage. Okay. So when we develop data, so how do we evolve in terms of data storage? Pen drive, zip drive, SSD drive, then cloud. Okay. So when cloud came, then it then we reach to a particular situation that suppose if we have a data we have a suppose 100 TB of data, okay, and that data is in New York, okay, and I need that data in Delhi, okay, or you can say New Delhi, right? So in that case, it is not required that someone is just storing this data into a hard drive, then boarding a flight, and then taking a flight, and through flight the person is coming to New Delhi, and thereafter the person is giving the hard drive to the person, and the person is using it. It used to be practice at some point of time, but when cloud came, this thing just removed. Okay, there is a central repository. Okay, there can be a somewhere where all the 100 TB of data can be stored, and from here, if anyone in this world, whether it's Beijing, whether it's a New Delhi, whether it's a New York, anyone can access it, right? So cloud makes it very easy that we just need to store the data at some one place and can be um, uh, explode anywhere. So this was the development that creates a kind of a, you can say, revolution, okay, for this particular field, which is called AI. This was the first development. Then next, it was like situation, so many things came into the market. What are those things? It was like later on, around 2007 or 8, okay, social media actually came. Okay, social media like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, these things starts coming into the market. So when social media came into the market, they now started generating a huge chunk of data that is at that point of time unimaginable. Okay, social media is something which actually generates, which, because before social media we were generating the data, but that was not that huge amount. But now social media has started generating a very huge amount of data, that is enormous amount of data. You can't imagine that kind of data social media has started generating. Thereafter, social media, smartphones, smart devices, smart watch, smart TV, everything gets smart, right? So now when everything gets smart, the smart things started generating more amount of data, right? So now all this data started getting collected somewhere, okay, and then there is a revolution happened for in a field of data. Then when we started collecting a lot of data, then people thought of, we need to process it. Now how can we process this kind of huge chunk of data? If you watch a match nowadays through internet, you can live stream a match, right? That was not possible if I talk about 10 15 years before. Okay, so now if there's a match going on, like there's a World Cup was going on, and that was live stream on Geo Cinema or something, right? So actually now when the data collection becomes easy, then we started on the technology that we call big data. Okay, so big data gives us so many revolutionary things like Hadoop, MapReduce, okay, which makes the data processing easier, faster, and now we can get the insights out of the data very easily. We can transfer the data very easily from one place to other place. Very fast transfer started happening, right? For example, just imagine a situation. You have a pen drive, right? And you have suppose 50 GB of data, or let's suppose 50 GB, let's forget. You have 5 GB of data, okay, 5 GB of data, and you have pen drive, and you are transferring it from computer to the pen drive. Okay, just calculate the time, okay, for that 50 GB of data, how much time it is taking. And when you play 4K videos, okay, 4K videos over the internet, 4K videos over the internet, and then just calculate, just somehow kind of find out that how much data is getting transferred in real time through internet. So in real time nowadays you can transfer data very fast. Okay, so when all these development happen, then then actual revolution in AI actually starts. People thought, okay, we can store data, we can process data so fast, we can transfer data so fast. Now let's do something so that this data can play a role to predict something. Okay, what upcoming events, what may happen in future, what kind of product a person will buy, isn't it? If I'm a regular buyer, so now people thought, the organization thought, that is it possible to analyze the data and just predict what people is going to buy next, isn't it? So now when we did this thing, that means, okay, now we know that statistically we can calculate that, okay, what people is going to buy next. So this is happened. So, and then people thought, if this can be happened, so now let this happen by the machine itself. Okay, first people were just doing it manually. People were analyzing it for each customer, that okay, that this customer may buy, if a person watched a movie on Netflix. So if we can predict, or we can identify, we can recommend, we can know that if someone had watched a comedy movie, or mostly watching a comedy movie, then what kind of movie the person can buy. If someone is buying a, suppose, a smartphone, then most probably he is going to buy its accessories like charger, earphone, these kind of things. So if this thing we can analyze, then let's do something so that these things can be analyzed and predicted by machine itself. Okay, everything gets automated, and when everything gets automated, we call it AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, so I hope now you understood why data is necessary for AI. Okay, this whole story I told you because I just want you to understand what is the most important ingredient of AI, artificial intelligence. The most important ingredient is data. Everything revolves around the data. So if you kind of have a good quality data, if you can kind of play around the data, you can build a very good AI application which can predict anything. Which can predict anything, that depends upon how good algorithm are you using. So here there are some definitions I had mentioned. So these definitions you can also get from the Google, obviously. It is about data science, data driven science that makes use of different scientific method, processes, algorithms, and system to extract knowledge and insight with its goal to discover hidden pattern. That is one point. Second, it is about finding and exploring data in real world and then make use of that knowledge for business problems. Okay, because all the business decisions are data driven decisions, like examples I had given. And applied data, which primary role is to design and create process for complex as well as large scale data set. He's involved in processing, cleaning, verifying all these things, right? So this is what we are going to do first. Okay, now here are some examples. Okay, like customer prediction. Okay, how customer predictions happen. Okay, so to predict like what a customer need, how AI will work. Okay, so to understand it, we can just take a simple example. Okay, I'm not sure if you are how good are you in maths or something. But even if you are not that good, okay, then also there is nothing to worry, because for data science and machine learning, simple maths are used. Okay, and simple maths means what? Maths up to class 10th level maths. It's not like that you need engineering level maths. Very simple mathematical things are there that are used. And most of the cases you may not have to do those mathematical calculations on your own. We have the libraries already created. Already we have a very advanced libraries. Those libraries will do the calculations for you. Okay, here I'm just taking an example to make you understand how actually like, if I talk about Netflix, okay, or any kind of e-commerce, so how do they recommend the product to you? Okay, so you can see the calculations. Okay, a very simple calculation is there behind it, and that kind of calculation anyone can understand very easily. Okay, so to make it easy to understand what I do, I'm just trying to take a simple example. Suppose here I have a customer, okay, records 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a minute, let me just create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's say I have a 8 customer records. Okay, I'm a small company. Let's say I'm a small Netflix. All right. So I have a product A, B, C, D, and E. I have a 5 products. Okay. Now what happened? I have a records of each customer what they had actually purchased. Okay. For example, this way I have a record of each customer who what they had actually purchased, right? Let's say this guy had purchased the product A or watched the movie A, C, and D. This guy was B, C, and D. This guy was B, D, and E. This guy was C and E. This guy I'm randomly just putting something. And this guy had was this one, and this one. Okay. Now I need to do a recommendation for a person who is person 8. So what person 8 will watch? So how can I recommend? I need to this is your first I can say new viewer. Okay, just joined. Okay, just purchased a subscription. Okay, or just came to my website. I don't know what he likes, what he don't like. I have to do a recommendation. So what can I do? I can simple calculate. I hope everyone knows probability. Okay, if you don't know, then it's very easy to understand. Okay, like what is the probability of A over here? Out of out of 7, 2 times A was there. B was there for 4 out of 7. C was there for 5 out of 7. D was there for 4 out of 7. Okay, okay, and E was there for 3 out of 7. So it's very clear that this is the most highly purchased product or highly watched movie. Okay, the probability out of 7 viewers, 5 viewers had watched it, this particular movie. That means this will be the highest, go to the highest recommendation, isn't it? C will be recommended at top level. But this is I am recommending because I don't know this guy who I don't know this person who is 8. I have no idea about it. Suppose 8 had not chosen C. 8 had chosen over here, let's say A. Okay. Now 8 made a choice. Now as he made a first choice, what happened? Now I can analyze its behavior. Okay. Now behavior analysis will happen mathematically over here. Okay. So what I can do? Now I can easily make more accurate calculations. Okay. Now I will see like what is the probability of watching B if A is already selected. Okay, what is the probability of C if A is already selected? What is the probability of D if A is already selected? And what is the probability of E if A is already selected? Now you may think that okay, simple probability, I know that okay, out of 7 2 it was so easy. Now how this probability we can work upon? Okay, this is also simple. Okay, I'll tell you how is it simple. If I have to calculate probability of B if A already happened. Okay, so what I need to do? I need to calculate probability of B and A together upon probability of A. Okay, so how many times B and A together? B and A together just for one time, right? You can see here it is one time. Okay, so just one time out of 7 times, this is just for one time when here it is together. Okay, so it is what 1/7. And what is probability of it? 2/7. Okay, so this is 1/2, that is 0.5. It means what? When out of 7 times B and A happens together for one time. Okay, and A happens totally for 2 times, right? So there is a 50% chance. Okay, when someone had already watched A, chances of B is what? 50%. Okay, then for C also I can do the same thing. How many times A and C together? One time, just one time. So for C also it is going to be 0.5. For D, how many times? It is also I guess one time, right? Okay, so this is also one time. Okay, and E 0. Okay, so you can say these things, the chances of B, C, D, N is what? 50%, right? So if A is already selected, then B, C, and D will have the higher chance. Okay, but in case, let's suppose, if suppose here we have B is there for, here also, here we have B as well. Okay, just suppose here B is also there. Okay, so as B is also there, then what happened? It is going to be 5/7. Okay, and here it is going to be what? 1/7. That is we have B and A together for 2 times, right? Here B and A, here also B and A. So it is 2/7. Okay, and then probability of A is what? 2/7. So this is going to be 1, right? Now we can say it is 1. Okay, so now if you see, it is 1. So this got the highest probability. If this is selected over here, then this is getting the highest probability. It means what? It means when a person had purchased something, had already purchased something, had already was something, it's very easy to identify what the person will buy next. Okay, we have the very simple maths that works behind it. Okay, in our recommendation system, we learn these algorithms in very much detail, and it's not just algorithm. Actually, we just try to understand all these probability concepts and all, which is very simple to understand, right? And once we understand it, we can easily apply the algorithm. But suppose someone say that, oh, I am not good in maths, and how can I do these things, right? So see, even if you are not good in maths, then also it's not like that these maths you have to do, right? These maths you don't have to do. If you understand it, well and good. If you don't understand, then also we have the algorithms already created, okay, that will do this job for you. Okay, like here a priori algorithm is used. So you just need to know that, okay, a priori algorithm is there for recommendation system. Okay, and if you want to use a priori algorithm, this is a pre-built algorithm that you can easily use. Okay, so how can you use it? Let me just sklearn a priori. Okay, so here this is something, okay, that is, you can say, a module or framework, you can say, in which all the algorithms are listed. Okay, you can just import the algorithm. Okay, lot of algorithms are there for different purpose. Okay, from here you can easily import the algorithm, put the data, and the algorithm will do the calculation on its own. You don't have to do any calculation. Okay, you just need to know that, okay, in this case I have to use this algorithm, in this case I have to use this algorithm, and the training is all about that. Okay, to tell you that in recommendation you have to use a priori, in case of regression you have to use linear regression, in case of classification you have to use support vector machine or decision tree classifier, right? If you can understand the maths behind it, it's good for you. If you don't understand, then also there is no such big challenge. Okay, just import the algorithm, let the algorithm do the calculation for you. Okay, the lot of service planning basically we do with the help of data and all, right? So all these things basically happens in a particular cycle. Okay, what is that cycle? We can also call it a machine learning development cycle or data life cycle, whatever. Okay, it's almost, the term can be different: data life cycle, machine learning development cycle, AI development cycle. But cycle is representing something in which the very first thing that we do is what? We try to discover the problem, right? Now why discover the problem is required? Because first of all you need to understand the domain for which you are working. Okay, like you are working for healthcare, or you are working for analytic domain, or you are working for finance domain, or you are working for some recommendation system. So understanding of the domain is very important. That is called discovery. Now you may think like, why I should discover? I can start, there is a particular set of rule, I can follow that. I'll give you an example. Okay, why discovery is important? Okay, for example, if you are working in a healthcare project, right, and your organization has basically your organization told that they had made a medicine, okay, and they are saying that this medicine can be good in diabetic uh, situation. Okay, they are saying that okay, diabetic can be cured because of it, right? Now what happened, they had given the data to you, okay, the data of customer details and the diabetic result, like whether their diabetic was cured or not cured. Like customer details may be like that, like a male, female, age, what is the age of that person, or since when the person is taking the medicine, what is the weight of the person, okay, and kind of what is the BP, blood pressure, general blood pressure of that person. So there are so many health readings are there, they had given you, and they had given you the result. Now they want to identify whether this particular medicine is working or not, or to predict the effect of this medicine, actual effect of this medicine. So what do? You will just try to, when you try to make a prediction or analyze it, so here there will be two conditions, 1 and 0. 1 means medicine is effective, and 0 means what? Medicine is not effective, right? Two things are there. Yeah, just a minute, teacher. I'll come to your query, right? So in that case, suppose you are building a model to predict whether medicine will be effective or medicine will not be effective. Again, I'm repeating the case over here. You are building a AI model to predict whether medicine will be effective, okay, medicine effective or not effective. Okay, this is what you have to do. Okay, and once you build up the model, your model is showing an accuracy of 90%. Then you say that, oh, my model or AI application is predicting with very high accuracy, 90% accuracy. Okay, but in this case, what do you want? You want a model which should predict the effectiveness very correctly. Okay, the accuracy of effectiveness should be as high as possible, more than 95%, more than 98%, more than 99%, right? Because if your model, if your AI application is predicting the non-effectiveness into the effective category, that can be a disaster, isn't it? So in this case, when you talk about the healthcare sector, it is very important that this thing which is called true positive, okay, or the effect, that is the you can say prediction about the true cases, the accuracy about the prediction of true cases should be higher, right? As much as high. Even the prediction about this thing is little lower, the accuracy about non-effectiveness, accuracy about predicting non-effectiveness is little lower, that is manageable. Okay, if suppose a medicine is effective, okay, and model is saying that it is not effective, okay, so this will not create any disaster, right? It will not get, okay, fine, not effective, no one will take medicine. If no one will take medicine, then it's fine, disaster will not happen, isn't it? But if a medicine which is not effective and your AI application predicted this thing is effective, okay, so that may create a disaster, right? So that's why in many situations it's not like that only accuracy of model is important. It is very important that how that model is behaving in that particular domain, right? Same thing, let's suppose similar kind of example. Suppose you are building a model to predict a person will return a loan or not return a loan. Suppose you are building a model for a bank. Bank said that give me a model which can predict. Suppose someone had applied for a loan and bank wants to just read the data, like okay, the person is self-employed or having a job, or having, or what the person is actually doing, in which city the person is living, what is the age of that person. Okay, had the person kind of applied for loan earlier, is any loan going on, the person has a credit card or not. So these kind of information bank is having. Now they want this thing to use to predict whether the person will return the loan or not return the loan. So in that case, if your model is predicting that okay, person will return the loan, and in case the person is non-returnable loan,